Some hypercharges in Brawl Stars aren't the best, and Supercell said that they want to rework the bad hypercharges in the future. So in this video I'll tell you my tier list of the 6 worst hypercharges and try to rework them. Solo Showdown gameplay as always included. I am actually losing against bots with Sprout. I cannot. Hey guys, welcome to another video on this channel. In this video, I'll be trying to rework the 6 worst hypercharges in the game. Because as you might know, Supercell said that they wanna release every single hypercharge for every single brawler, and then they wanna rework the bad hypercharges. And I'll be starting with the best hypercharge on this list, I would say, and it's the Miko's hypercharge. It's the best on this list because I think that with Miko you can just use your hypercharge, use your free attacks, and then you can use your super, which you sometimes cannot do with the worst brawlers, and it doesn't give you any value. But with Miko it gives you at least some value, and you can at least somehow use it. But still, the hypercharge should be about the hypercharge super and not about the boost, I think. So that's why I would like to try to rework it. The first idea that came to my mind is that when Miko is in the air, the hypercharge will stay the same and it won't decrease the time it's activated. So for example, you click the hypercharge, you click the super, and then you still have the hypercharge. When you land on the ground, you still have your hypercharge activated, so you can just use the damage boost and kill the brawler while he is freezed. Oh my gosh, teamers! So many teamers! So that's the first idea that I would like. And maybe the second idea, maybe a little bit more broken, is that Miko can choose when he'll land on the ground. The time is kinda like, I don't really know, but because Miko right now stays in the air for 6 seconds, I would do it like the minimum is 3 seconds or half the time, and the maximum is like double the time, so 12 seconds. Because you don't wanna, like Miko in Solo Showdown, just camping in the air for like I don't know how long. That would be just too toxic. Like, I am not teaming with them. What is this lobby? I am not even playing on 1000 trophies. I hate this. Like, normal Solo Showdown. There's my 2 ideas that I would maybe like with Miko. And I would like to see if they will, like, try to rework Miko or they will not. I will just gonna stay in the zone because it is better for me. I am 4th. I'm okay with that. And now moving to the 5th worst hypercharge, it will be Charlie's hypercharge. I don't actually have this hypercharge, but still I'd like to tell you how I would like to rework it. Because as you might know now, when Charlie uses her super and some brawler gets cocooned, he is cocooned for 5 seconds, and with the hypercharge super, she spawns 3 spiders that stay on the map for 5 seconds. So basically, the cocoon destroys, and the spiders also like destroy, or how should I say it, like just kill themselves. So I would like to change it, because right now the hypercharge is still usable, but you need to purposely miss your super to get some value out of it. Or you need some other brawler that is standing close to the brawler you are cocooning, so the spiders can go and kill someone or help you kill someone. The easiest change I would like to see is that the spiders spawn after the cocoon is destroyed. It doesn't need to be the 5 seconds, because in Fury Freeze or in Solo Showdown, when someone destroys the cocoon earlier, the spiders can also spawn earlier. Or if Supercell thinks that it will be too toxic, they can just do it. Never mind, they can just do it that after 5 seconds. So if a teammate helps his cocooned teammate, you know what I mean? The spiders won't affect them that much, but they will still spawn on the map. So now moving to the 4th worst hypercharge, and it will be Sprout's hypercharge. I'm dying here. Sprout is too bad in Solo Showdown. Another game. You have not seen that. Another game. 2nd game lost. Saying this for the 3rd time. I hate Sprout in Solo Showdown. I'm playing against bots actually. I need to win this. I am actually losing against bots with Sprout. I hate this. Like, I don't know how many times do I need to say it. I And I am playing against normal people now, because I was 4th, I think. So please, right now, I need to win this. Back to the Hypercharge. Sprout's Hypercharge. I am actually dead for like the 10,000th time. I cannot. Right now, Sprout's Hypercharge deals damage to the opponents that are close to the wall. And when you see that there is a Sprout's Hypercharged wall on the ground, you are just not gonna walk right into it. You are not that stupid, and no one is that stupid. So I would say that there are a lot of solutions to buff the Sprout's Hypercharge. The easiest, if Supercell wants to keep Sprout's Hypercharged wall dealing damage to the opponents, they can do that. Opponents don't need to stay right next to the wall and like 2 to 3 tiles around the wall, so it would be like bigger, I would say. It will not actually be bigger, but if you wanna walk around the wall, you will either receive damage or you need to go further. That would be the first solution. The second solution, I think that you have already seen this a lot on social media, and it would be just make Sprout's wall unbreakable. Because right now everyone can break them. So this is another solution. I do not care that this thing is killing me. I am not going to play another game. I am happy right now. And the third solution that came to my mind would be just give Sprout 2 supers instead of 1. The supers don't need to be like buffed, or maybe they can deal damage to the closed opponents, but with 2 supers you can just do a lot of strategies and it can be a little bit more strategical. Now moving to the third worst Hypercharge, the bronze medal goes to Daryl's Hypercharge. The Hypercharge, I would say that it gives him a little bit of value, but it's nothing game breaking. You cannot like team wipe the other team or just have easy kill. I also have 2 solutions for this. The first solution would be just the brawlers that Daryl hits who have his super. They will be slowed for a couple of seconds, which is kinda boring, but Daryl is a close range brawler, so he needs to get close to the enemies, which his super allows him to. But if he just misses his super or rolls too far away from them, he's not gonna kill the brawlers. Which also, my second idea solves this problem. And that would be just make Daryl choose the length of his super. Because as you might now saw, I couldn't... Why are you camping in the bush? I cannot right now. Because as you now saw, the stew almost killed me because my super was too long. So if I would choose my length, I can go to the face of the brawler and just kill him. Sorry, kinda rage bait. The silver medal goes to Jean's Hypercharge because it basically nerfs him. It's 3 hands, but if you grab 3 opponents, you cannot kill them. You need the help of your teammates. And the Hypercharge super is also faster, so you don't have that much time just killing the enemies. I also have 2 ideas how I would try to rework Jean's Hypercharge. The first one is boring. It's basically Belle's Hypercharge and it is homing hand. So his super will just home and you can just grab any brawler you want. It's basically the new mutation that will come out later. But it doesn't have to be that strong, like the homing from his new mutation. I don't know how it's called, the sushi buffs. I don't know. It can be like a little bit of homing, so... It can be like a little bit of homing, so he can grab his opponents a little bit more easily. Because right now, sometimes you don't hit your opponents, and wasting your hand can be quite impactful. And the Hypercharge could solve this problem, which also solves my second idea, and it's basically that when Jean fires his Hypercharge, the hand will go faster, and then when the hand goes back to him, it will go slower. So Jean will have more time to land more shots on the enemies, because you wanna grab the enemies and shoot while the hand is pulling them, and you just deal a lot of damage to them. I might show it to you. And if the Hypercharge hand will go slower, nice, great kill, he will have more time to kill them. I don't like this Leon. I really don't like this Leon. Of course. Never mind. And the worst Hypercharge, the gold medal of the worst Hypercharges goes to Pearl's Hypercharge. I also don't have it, but I don't think it's necessary because it's the worst Hypercharge in the game. And why I think it's the worst Hypercharge? Well, it knockbacks the enemies and then leaves burning fire on the ground. But when it knocks enemies back, they are not gonna just come and receive damage from it. Like, that's just stupid. No one is gonna do that. So I have a lot of ideas how they can fix that. They can just maybe take 2 of my ideas and put it into one. I actually have like 5 ideas. I don't actually know how many of them. The first would be that the super will just pull enemies towards Pearl, and then the burning can be effective because the brawlers, if they wanna go from the Pearl, they need to go through the burning fire on the ground, or they can just stay on the burning fire and still burn. But it can be also a nerf to Pearl, because when Pearl uses her Hypercharge, she uses the charged bar, all of it, or with the star power, just half of it, and then she is a lot vulnerable, so it can be a nerf. So that's why my second idea is just that the Hypercharge won't need the bar, and it will automatically deal the most damage it can. Like if Pearl would have the bar just charge up. And also maybe with that it can be like that it won't decrease the charge of the bar, but that's basically her first star power. Then my other idea, which would be just basically a rework of the super, is that Pearl can just throw the super, which might be a bit broken because right now you can just burn the ground around you. But if you can throw it, you can just assassinate a lot of tanks, because Pearl is just broken against tanks. What are you doing up there? I don't know. I hope they are not teaming. Yeah, they are definitely teaming. I hate it. And then I have also 2 of my ideas. Nice! Thank you, Edgar. And the ideas are that the brawlers that get hit by the Hypercharge will burn after for a few seconds. So basically how her gadget works, but without the gadget. And then, as you might know, Pearl's Hypercharge, when you activate it, it doesn't go off instantly and you need to wait. It's not much, it's like a second maybe. But it can be really impactful. For example, when an Edgar with Hypercharge jumps on you, he maybe could just dodge your super. So the Hyper Super could just go off instantly. As I said, that's a lot of ideas, but you can just take like 2-3 ideas, not every single idea, because then Pearl's Hypercharge would be just broken, and put it into one Hypercharge. And I would say that would be alright. For example, that you can throw the Hypercharge and it will deal the most damage it can, and it won't decharge her bar. You can just combine them and it will be a brand new Hypercharge. Some star drops. So that's gonna be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like here. If you wanna see more videos like that, subscribe to this channel, and you can also write in the comments if you agree with my tier list, or if you would just rework some Hypercharge a little bit differently. See you next time. Bye.